Hi, my name is Catherine Lacasse, and this is my UNH presentation that I've been working on for the whole semester. So I decided to focus my project on the research question, how football affects society, and what is the cultural difference between the sport here and back home in the US. I was very interested in this topic just because I grew up a big Liverpool fan, and my brother and I always used to watch games, and I was just excited to go to games abroad and see what the culture is there. So that's really how I got into it, and yeah, that's the topic we'll be discussing today. So the first thing I did for my project, basically researching, was go to a bunch of games. So I went to, I think, 5 or 6 total games. And really the reason behind going to these games was to really feel like the difference in the culture and the fan behavior while I was there. So when you get to a Premier League game, you walk in the doors, it's normal, like a US stadium at Gillette or something, but you walk in and you feel just this overwhelming sense of community, and kind of, if you don't know what's going on, you kind of feel left out. Like it's kind of like a cult or a religion, which I'll get into later. But the purpose of going to like so many of these games was to really tell like the difference, if there was like a difference between clubs, a difference between any like other teams, or like specific fan behavior for different teams, like anything like that. And you can really tell, like, there's definitely more rivalries, but any game you go to is like this. Like, they could, a best team in the world can be playing the worst team in the world, and these fans will still act the same, and it'll feel like there's just this overwhelming sense of people know and love these teams so much, and it matters so much to them. So that was kind of the purpose of going to so many of these games, and doing the research, I guess. And then just diving deeper into why I kind of described it as a religion. We kind of think of it more as a civil religion, so people sharing the same values and beliefs. Obviously, there's no God involved, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some people think that some of their favorite players are God. But even one of my interviews, a woman said it's like a religion later, which was great. I didn't even have to tell her to say that, but that's just how it is. Like, it's just these people all share a community like a church, believe in the same team so strongly, like they would believe in a God. And I just think that it functions as a religion by bringing these people together, thousands, millions of people across the world. If you have like the team on your shirt or your hat, someone is going to come up to you and say it, especially in the UK, and they're going to either harass you if it's not your team, or they're going to be chat you up and be like, oh, you support blah blah blah. But yeah, so these people just share these same beliefs, and I really found an essay. I don't want to quote too much in my video, obviously, but I'll leave my sources at the end of my project. But I found this essay by Dr. Ann Eyre, I think is how you say it, but she just talked about how football is like the search for transcendence for people, like trying to like associate themselves with the sport and with winning, essentially. But like, it's even more than that. It's like the community behind it. I know some churches that I talked about in my presentation like associate with a team, and there's like a Catholic teams and origins of like Christian teams, and they clash, but like whenever they conflict, it's like there is a rivalry there, but football is more than that. It is so much more than just two teams playing. It's so many people care about this. So many people, like, their life revolves around the sport. So that's why I really compared it to a religion. As for the first part of my research question, about how like football affects society, a good example I found was like when Argentina won the World Cup in 2022. They brought like $40 million into Argentina, but it's not even about that money and the economy that Argentina boomed after that. But the pride these people felt, the society. Like, if you're Argentinian, you had a Messi shirt on, you like wore that with pride for weeks. You talk about it for like years about this World Cup, and it's like bragging rights almost. Like, these people take so much pride, and it shows like in the society, even if it's like not in Argentina, even when it's over here, you're proud to be from Argentina because you won the World Cup. Same with like the Premier League title. Like, you're proud to be a Manchester City fan when they win the title, and or even just a normal game. Like, the society changes the way that football changes. Like, when your team wins, you feel so much pride, and even if your team doesn't win, it's like, okay, you're back at them. It's like a quick bounce back. But yeah, just the way that society kind of revolves around football over there. And it's honestly, like, going back to the religion piece, it's like never goes away, honestly. The culture and the society revolves around football over there. I mean, you can talk to any person from the UK, basically, and they would probably bring up football at one point in time. It's just that socially relevant. And if you're not a football fan, it's kind of like you're left out, I feel like, over there. And I don't know, the concept of that is amazing to me. Like, you can see it anywhere in society over there, the jerseys, everything. It was just amazing seeing how much society is affected by football. I don't want to make the video too long because I do have like some clips and photos in the next part, and then I have interviews at the end. So I kind of just wanted to give a brief like summary of my findings before. I'll leave more links in my sites, like citations at the end of the presentation, and I gave more examples in my presentation in class. But yeah, I just really wanted to stress how much of a religion and a culture football is as a society, and how it affects the society in London and the UK. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
I am from, originally,
Yeah.
Buckinghamshire, just outside of London, and I support a very London team, the best team in London, Tottenham Hotspur.
Why?
Why? So I didn't have a choice. This is genuinely true. My middle name is Spurs, so because my dad christened me Joanna Claire Spurs Betts, I had zero choice in the matter, and literally grown up with Tottenham just in my life.
Perfect. Do you have a favorite song or chant?
Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur, because normally that means we've won. Don't get to hear it that often, but yeah, glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur.
And what does football mean to you?
Oh, it's kind of like a religion, not gonna lie. Like, the stadium is my church. It's where I go to worship. And yeah, I mean, but that's just me. I have been brainwashed. But yeah, I've grown up playing all my life. I've grown up watching all my life. So for me, it's literally in my blood.
Perfect.
I'm from Bristol and I support Arsenal
Why do you support that team?
because Thierry Henry is the GOAT.
Yeah. Do you have any like favorite chants or?
Favourite chance? PC. Favourite chance? I quite like.
I'm from Blowing Bubbles.
And I like it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go.
There you
Saka
go.
and Emma Smith Rowe.
Nice. Okay. Any like favorite memories? ever?
Favourite memories? Not in recent years because we've been pretty shit. Yeah.
And then last question: what does football mean to you?
Football means community.
Yeah.
Yeah, community, a place where, you know, me and the boys can put our differences aside and just watch a game and have a bit of fun, have a drink.
Perfect. Where are you from, and what team do you support?
I support Liverpool FC.
Where are you from?
Not from Liverpool, funnily enough. I'm from Hastings, southeast of England.
So why do you support that team?
My family, really.
Yeah.
That's a big avid Liverpool fan, and that's it, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite chants, any memories, anything?
Yeah, probably the Virgil van Dijk one. So he's passing the ball and he will score. Watch him defend and watch him score. He's Virgil van Dijk. He's Virgil van Dijk. That's probably my one.
Awesome. And then what does football mean to you?
Football is life, you know. You know, I'm just here watching it right now. Champions League semi-final. What do you mean?
Love that.
Yeah, it's on the go all the time.
Perfect. So where are you from, and what team do you support?
I'm from Essex and I support West Ham
And why do you support your team?
because my family are all from West Ham.
And any favorite chants, any favorite memories?
I'm
Okay.
forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky, and like my dreams, they fade and die.
And then what does football mean to you?
Beer and mates at the weekend.
How's it going? My name's Griffin McCusker. I'm from Raymond, New Hampshire. My favorite football team is Manchester United. I started supporting them when I was younger because I really liked Wayne Rooney. I played forward as a kid, so I kind of always looked up to him. My favorite chant is probably Glory, Glory, Man United. And then what does football mean to me? Football is my favorite sport. It's kind of a passion of mine. I love following it, love playing it. It's just one of those things that I could talk about for a while. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Chris. I'm from the great state of New Hampshire in the United States. And my favorite team or soccer team is Liverpool. There's two reasons why I love Liverpool, or found Liverpool, I should say. One being we're from New England, and the Red Sox are in town, and they're obviously owned by Fenway Sports Group. So it was very easy to watch them on TV when ownership took over. And then the second reason being Liverpool has my favorite player of all time, or had my favorite player of all time in Steven Gerrard. And I think that was really, when I was playing soccer, he was my hero as a midfielder. And whatever team he was on, I was going to follow. And Liverpool just seemed to stuck. Obviously, he's a legend at Liverpool and in the Premier League. So I think that's one of the main reasons why Liverpool is my team. Favorite chant, it's kind of obvious with that one. You'll Never Walk Alone, I think symbolizes so much for a community of fans, that we have each other's backs, and I think there's not enough of that in today's world. So I think, what everything that song stands for, I think is a picture perfect description of what Liverpool is. And then, my favorite memory or story regarding soccer, obviously my sister and I grew up playing soccer. We're very competitive people with each other. We made each other better. All those memories, just making each other better, learning the game with each other. I think that's probably my fondest memory of, soccer.